My name is Daniel Myers, and I'm from Ashwood, Montana, a quiet little town where nothing ever happens. Or at least, that's what I thought. I worked the night shift at a diner on the edge of town, and last November, something happened that I still can't explain. It was a freezing night. I remember my breath hanging in the air as I locked up the diner and started my walk home. I took the shortcut through Old Miller's Field, where the land stretches for miles with nothing but crops and trees. Walking, I noticed something strange. 3 glowing orbs hovering above the treetops. They pulsed softly, almost like they were breathing. I stopped in my tracks, my stomach tightening with an instinctive fear. I tried to tell myself they were just drones, but they moved too smoothly, gliding, not flying. No sound. No blinking lights. Just silence. Then, one of them broke away from the others and started moving toward me. The closer it got, the more I felt off. My ears popped like I was deep underwater, and suddenly, my head was filled with a whispering voice. It wasn't in English. It wasn't in any language I knew, but I understood it. It was sifting through my mind, flipping through my thoughts like a book. My legs wouldn't move. My breathing was shallow. Then, just as suddenly as it started, the orb shot up into the sky and disappeared. I don't remember how I got home that night. I only know that since then, I've had the same recurring dream. A blindingly white room, a cold metal table, hands that I can't see touching me, probing me. And sometimes, even in my waking hours, I feel them watching.
I'm Olivia Grant, and I used to love long night drives through the Nevada desert. I always felt safe on those empty roads, just me and my music. But after that night, I'll never drive alone again. It was just past midnight, and I was heading home from a weekend trip, the highway stretching ahead of me under a full moon. That's when I saw it in my rearview mirror, a dark shape against the sky, gliding above the road. At first, I thought it was just a shadow, but then it moved sideways, unnaturally smooth. The drumbeat of my heart echoed in my chest, and I pushed down on the gas. In an instant, it was beside me. A massive, silent black triangle, keeping perfect pace with my car. I rolled down my window, expecting to hear something, but there was nothing. No wind, no hum, no engine. Just silence. My radio flickered to static. My dashboard lights dimmed. Then, the world went silent. My car stilled, my phone dimmed, and my watch froze. I was adrift in a sea of darkness. For what felt like forever, I sat frozen, gripping the wheel. Then my headlights flickered back on, and the thing was gone. I thought maybe I imagined it, but when I got home, I saw something chilling. My dashboard clock was 10 minutes behind. I lost time, and I have no memory of what happened in those missing minutes.
I'm Nathan from Washington State. I don't know how to explain what happened that night, but I know I wasn't alone. I love hiking and often venture deep into the forests of the Pacific Northwest. This happened last fall when I was camping alone in Olympic National Park. The first day was normal, beautiful scenery, peaceful trails, but by nightfall, something felt off. The forest was too quiet, no chirping insects, no rustling leaves, just an eerie silence. As I set up camp, I felt a strange pressure in my head, like the air had thickened around me. I brushed it off as exhaustion and focused on my fire. Around midnight, I was woken by a strange buzzing sound. It started faint, like an electrical hum, then grew louder. At first, I thought it was my phone vibrating, but when I looked outside my tent, I saw something that made my blood run cold. A bright, pulsating light hovered above the treetops, shifting from blue to white. It was too close to be a star and too silent to be a helicopter. As I stared, the light split into 2 smaller orbs and began zigzagging through the trees at impossible speeds. I ducked back inside my tent, gripping my flashlight. The buzzing sound intensified, and suddenly, I heard footsteps, soft but deliberate, circling my campsite. Holding my breath, I flicked on my flashlight and pointed it toward the tent wall. The moment I did, A shadow moved, long and spindly, with a shape that wasn't quite human. My skin prickled as an overwhelming sense of dread settled over me. The buzzing became unbearable, pressing into my skull. Then, as suddenly as it had started, it stopped. The lights outside flared one last time, illuminating the entire forest like daylight. My tense fabric cast shifting shadows, stretching and warping unnaturally. The buzzing stopped, the lights vanished, and the normal sounds of the forest returned. I stayed awake until dawn, barely breathing, before packing up and leaving as fast as I could. When I got home, I checked my GPS watch, which had been recording my route. There was a gap in the data, an hour-long stretch where it had failed to log my location. I don't know what was out there that night, but I've never gone camping alone again.